Alright, hello everybody and welcome to day 4 of the 100-day free Bitcoin challenge. I'm Will, and here in a little bit we should have Dusk coming back, taking care of his kid. Just want to show everybody what we're doing. Sites are all down below or on the side. And there's going to be a giveaway at the very end. We live stream every day for around 2 hours and just claim and hang out and talk. Going on, all streamer? Up first. But for anybody new, it's pretty simple. You just sign up to each one of these sites, use the same email, and you can claim every 5 minutes if you want to. I find that to be the best, because after around 30 minutes, you don't get as much from these faucets. What have you been up to today, all streamer?
Alright, what'd I miss?
Just got the stream started. All streamers here, and he's just been sitting at home, he said.
If that's the case, I should probably try again. Let's see.
And sleeping, yeah. All streamer finally got some sleep after staying up forever.
You were my hero. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
For some reason my microphone is acting weird today, and I had to adjust the settings, but I can't change it completely. It's still picking up some of the background, but better than what it was gonna be.
Oh yeah, no. I get that feels, dude. For sure. Hang on real quick. I'm probably gonna get mine started too, actually. I probably should. It's a little bit late. I'm just, oh god, dude, I'm not feeling it today.
I feel you, man. So keep this challenge going.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Let's keep it going.
Everybody an update. Have so far. $1,261 tokens. Thanks to the multiplier game here.
Yeah, tell them about your winnings, dude, because that was pretty awesome.
So we got 1,013. Okay, 1,337 now. An update apparently. But all I did was I set the auto roll settings, as you can see. General, stop auto roll when profit reaches 100. On win, change, set starting stake. Lose, increase times 2. And we'll go ahead and just run through it real quick. We'll do it once. Oh,
You lost quite a bit.
almost. I stopped it and we got back to around where we were. Yeah, it was eating through it. So I suggest you only do that whenever you're probably below 1,000.
Yeah, definitely, definitely a thing. Because for whatever reason, have you tried the?
Check this out. If you, I don't think you can see it, but right here I lost 256 tokens, and then right as I stopped it, I won back 512, and then lost another one and won 2. So I ended it on a perfect time, but you couldn't tell that because of the lag on the points counting back.
Yeah, it's definitely a good sign to stop. I mean, I think the lowest I've lost, I think all at once on the multiplier, I think it was like, at the time I had 3,000 tokens. The lowest I've gone was roughly about on the 2 times multiplier bet. The lowest I've gone was about 300 tokens, and then I won it all back at that last minute. Yeah, that wasn't
scary, man. I mean, I don't think it's worth it to do that.
Yeah, it's definitely a gamble. That's for sure. Anyway, real quick here so that way I can greet everybody here. Welcome everybody to my channel. In regards, we are doing a stream with our team counterpart, Team Destruction with Will.
Very true.
So a little update here. So long story short, yesterday I was having some complications with my live streaming software and I was unable to get day 3, unfortunately. However, I can go back and I can actually recap what I've been low. There we go. Okay. That's better. Also on the side too, if anyone's curious, I've also got Miner Gate running here too.
Nice. How's that going?
I'm mining Monroe right now with 2 CPUs and 1 GPU. I can hear myself.
Oh. There we go.
No, you're all good. I was just saying.
Oh no, I was trying to mute it, but I pulled it up on my phone and the phone was like glitching up and wasn't turning the volume down. It was frozen on going down. Checked it.
And shabam, I'm on. Yeah, okay, so quick update so everyone can actually see this real quick here. So I did end up converting all of my currency to Bitcoin Cash, and as a result, I've got 44,683 Bitcoin Cash Satoshi, and I will continue to claim everything else, the other side. But I figured I'd do this just to give a good rough estimate as to see where I'm at right now.
That's not bad. Not at all.
So a couple miners. I want to ask everybody out there right now. So what miners do you guys use? What miners do you prefer? Do you prefer GUI miners? Do you prefer command line interface ones? Do you do it off of Windows, Linux? You know, what has proved you the most results or the most efficient, you know, like the most efficiency when it comes to mining a coin?
For all those miners out there.
Because I know, like, for me, I like to go in between a couple. I like to go in between CG miner, SG miner. I like to go to, what is it, Nice Hash and Miner Gate. I like to try to experiment with a bunch of different miners to see which one will provide me the most profit. And so far, as of recently, I would say that it's definitely no longer Nice Hash. I like Nice Hash, but, like, for my situation particularly, it's not exactly profiting. right now. I mean, it is. It's just it cut it compared to what I was pulling in. Like I think I was pulling in after electricity. So I mean, it wasn't bad, but now it's kind of just dropped down, to like $6 or $5 ever since they added the new couple of algorithms that they've added to Nice Hash. And altogether, I think it was X11 was one of them. And that one has significantly dropped my profits because that's the one that will automatically go to instead of the Kryptonite or the Lyra 2 Rev 2.
All streamer says that he just uses his PC and Nice Hash.
Yeah, I know. What is that? You said you got a 1052, right? So yeah, that's not too bad. You pull in, I think you said about 2,000 to 3,000 Satoshi on a daily basis, which is not bad.
How's the electricity cost over there in Germany, anyways? You could mine cryptocurrency in any part of the world. Which part do you all think would be the best and why?
I'm gonna definitely say somewhere cold, like somewhere,
like Greenland,
somewhere not.
or...
Yeah, not like too cold, but like not like Ostock cold, but something like comparably, I would say probably. I'd probably say like what is it, like Korea, like somewhere like Korean cold, that type of thing, because it hits just that point where it's just cold enough, but not cold enough to where it will disrupt the system. Like because obviously you need to have a little bit of heat applied to your system so that way it will continue functioning.
Yeah, I feel you. But on that note, though, you can use all the heat. All streamer says in Rustland, but you can use the heat to cycle it back in to actually heat whatever facility you have.
That is also true, actually. Kind of think of it, that's not a bad idea. You just have to have the proper ventilation set up, Yeah, because that was eventually my plan.
Was it?
No, you're fine. That was eventually one of the plans that Will and I discussed. Eventually, getting the funding so that way we can open up our own facility once we had enough GPUs to where it would be profitable, or continuously to find a profitable coin, along the lines of that. And I think this is actually one of the topics we talked about too, like somewhere where we would mine.
Very true. Be nice. And then all streamers saying use that heat to make energy. If we could figure out a way to do that, it would system.
Well, I mean, there probably is a way to do it. We just got to figure out which one would be the best, and better yet, start researching how they work.
On your claims, is it not showing his referral on there for you?
Let me see.
Looking at it, maybe I missed it.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, it's on that one. Looked like on Dash or something that wasn't showing up, but I mean, as you've seen, I'm on all of them.
Well, I mean, it doesn't show up for all of them. It's weird. I don't know, but honest to God, I'm not complaining though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not detrimental. Most of them usually post, what I've noticed on my end, they usually post towards the end of the day.
Okay. Why? I always try to figure out where these capture places are. It's a lot easier when they have a sign saying exactly where they are, like San Diego.
Yeah, like I noticed a couple of the ones with the signs, and they have a different language to our native one. And sometimes, my typical label is, oh, it must be some kind of like Japanese or Chinese. And then, in fact, when I happen to find, it's like one of the other many languages that I've never even heard of.
Yep.
Like, where do these people go to get these captchas, man?
Are virtual machines allowed for claiming, or
Yeah, that's actually a really good question.
You can use virtual machines for mining. I don't know about like on these.
Let me see something here. Let me check the fraud and cheating policy they're trying to update. So bots, if your source of funding is advertising, without the funding we cannot maintain our high payout rates to users. Automated claiming by bypasses our adverts. We allowed it to mean that it would have much lower funds available. Okay, that's not it. Multiple accounts. Cheaters often try multiple accounts using email addresses, IP addresses. Against our rules, we allow. Actually, very easy to detect. Means okay. Abusing the system. In other words, trying to find loopholes, how it works. Yeah, they generalized it with abusing the system, but they don't say anything directly about virtual machines at all.
But it does sound like they're talking about it like setting up multiple accounts.
Yeah, they pretty much generalized it because obviously if they only left these two here, people could definitely take advantage of that, and flip it and give them even more work per se. But honestly, though, I mean, yeah, it doesn't say anything about virtual machines. Maybe they might update their policy, maybe not. I don't know.
I wonder why. I mean, they get paid from the advertisements regardless, so it's a little confusing. I guess they just don't want to pay out as much because those things would claim every 5 minutes. They'd maximize profit.
Pretty much. And then I think the big way that they can detect it is if you transfer it to one.
Most of the time, you probably transfer it to the same wallet.
Exactly. So it would probably have to be, something like completely different. Like, my guess is if you were to do it, which I'm not encouraging you to do it, but I'm just saying, if I was in the mindset of someone who was trying to create multiple accounts, what I probably would do is I would probably end up making
several wallets.
Yeah, exactly. Like several different wallets.
But make sure you use well, okay. If someone were to do this, I would say use the same IP address that you're using for that or virtual machine or VPN, whatever it is, to create that wallet. That way it's all on the same IP address and it looks less suspicious. Do not do this though.
No, definitely don't do it. It's just speculating, oh my god. That's the one problem with bonus Bitcoin that I've noticed. So many oftentimes
can you left click the top of the tab and there's a mute button on it?
It's not the mute button that's the problem. It's the problem when the advertisement pops up and it won't let you claim it when the advertisement pops up. You have to do it before the advertisement pops up. I don't know if that's just my machine, but I've noticed it more than a handful of times now. So I'm just like, what can I do?
Yeah, all streamer. One of the main reasons I say not to do that is they might just shut down all accounts connected. So like, they'd probably shut down mine as well, and whoever else I'm tied to. They would think we're all just bots.
And potentially, if it gets to a point where it gets to be too much backup traffic, they will shut it down for everyone. And they've even mentioned that actually right here. Let me see the current situation. Unfortunately, over the last few weeks and months, we have seen a significant increase of all these types of fraud, cheating, and it's not hard to find evidence on forums, etc., that the big faucets and faucet networks are facing the same problems. If in fact the biggest faucets around, Free Bitcoin, significantly changed their model recently because of these problems. A way for advertising revenue now depend on gambling and users holding account balances to prove that they are genuine users. Free Bitcoin has now been around for the faucet scene as long as we have. So for them to take these steps is proof that is a serious problem. Also, another big faucet network, Faucet Hub, is also creating an internal system to detect and fight against fraud. We've been working hard behind the scenes to ensure the CoinPot and our faucets can keep running. If we allow fraud and cheaters to be successful, then we would very quickly go out of business. We have faced a choice either to continue fighting cheaters or close up shop, so that no one can use our systems anymore. Hopefully you'll be happy to hear our decision is to continue, but we need your help and support with this. So
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm I'm not saying it's an exit scam, but I'm saying like that's normally along the lines of what a lot of the sites say whenever they're about to exit scam. Not saying that this is what's happening on here because the site's been around forever and it gets paid from the ad revenue, and they even mentioned it.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically what these are is just profit share programs for ads. It's the same thing as downloading the apps on your phone where you watch videos and get paid for it.
Right. I get what you're saying. It's just in particular, like one of those things.
It just makes me think of Hashflare. Oh, because of this, we had to stop doing it. No, that's not what we all agreed upon. We agreed to mine.
Pretty much, exactly. Well, we agreed upon it, but you gave us your money. I lost $60 into Hashflare actually, but that's only because I bought SHA-256 encryption.
I don't want to talk about how much I lost.
Quite a bit, huh?
Yep.
I hear you, my friend. Well, getting rich and, of course, investments like these are all but a gamble.
But this is not financial advice, as you can see. That's money that you can afford to lose.
Exactly.
At that time, I had money to lose. I will say the money I lost was money that I won at the casino.
Well, yeah.
I went and turned $100 into $1,200 and then invested all $1,200 into crypto.
Well, I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, 1,200 compared to what it could have been. Like, oh god, there's this one time, you know, my mother and I have a really good relationship together. You know, it's you know, we've pretty much been through thick and thin. You know, one divorce, growing up, pretty much in between. You know, finally everything turned out fine. And now, long story short, Mom and I are really close. She took me to a casino, and it was my first time going. And I was like, you know, yeah, whatever. You know, I'm at a casino, cool. And the first time that I went with her, well, not the first time. It was more like the second time. Because the first time I went, we were there for 10 minutes, and our money was gone. But with everything else, though, with this casino, she introduced me to a penny slot. And I was like, okay, man, whatever. And like I said, it's my first time at a casino. So I don't know how to feel about it. And I'm just like, meh, whatever, fine. So I keep going, and, you know, for whatever reason, like, it said, congratulations, you won $463. And I was like, oh, wow. And my mom just looked at me. She slugged my shoulder. She's like, Matt, you just won this much money. Are you kidding me? Why are you not happy right now? I'm like, because I've never been to a casino, and I don't know what to expect. What do I do? So, you know, she's like, you better smile, or I swear to God. And, you know, I love my mom. I love her to death. But, of course, she's like, oh, no, let's keep going. We can get more. We can get more. I'm like, no. Here's what's going to happen. We're taking $300 of this, and we're sticking it in the car. And we're coming back in 100. That's it. She's like, okay, fine. And lo and behold, it turned out really good, actually, because not too shortly after, we ended up losing anyway. So, walked out with a I think it's like $260 profit.
Hey, that's the way to do it.
Exactly. Conservative gambling. Are you kidding me?
No. See, back in my high school days, I turned 18. I started going to the casino. It all started from 2-for-1 raffle tickets. I didn't realize that I didn't understand what that meant. That, you know, for every dollar I put in, only 50 cents goes to the prize. So I was painting houses for money, like the inside of the houses. I got paid for a job. I got $300. So I put $100 into this thing, and some kid that bought one ticket won it.
Are you kidding me?
He bought one ticket. I bought 100.
I would have never came back after that.
I didn't. Well, this was at my school. So then I was like, you know what? I'm 18. I got $200. So I'm going to the casino. And then almost every night from that, I went to the casino, and about 3 times a week, I'd win $1,000.
Oh my god! Wow, that's not bad.
I was crazy lucky back then, and I had about 25 head of cattle that were producing once a year. So I was getting about 25 at the time, almost $25,000 a year as a
So
young
wait,
kid.
what state were you in?
Missouri.
Oh, so did they allow you when you're 18 to go gamble?
I'm where I used to live. I was right next to Oklahoma.
Okay, well that is different. So that okay, out of state then. You went out of state then. Okay, and I'm assuming you probably had like someone with you anyway, so that would make sense.
Yep.
It's
So
not too bad.
as long as they don't serve alcohol in Oklahoma, I'm allowed to go. I found that out the hard way. Hard Rock
As long
Casino
as
kicked
the
me
casino
out.
doesn't serve alcohol, what?
Yeah, if they don't have
Okay.
alcohol like on the floor,
Yeah.
then you're fine. Hard Rock Casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Never went back since because I was heading to Hawaii when I was 19.
Yeah.
Stopped and I went to the casino there. My mom and my grandma. And three big security dudes show up. They look identical. They're like, "Can I see your ID?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Yep, he's not." Yeah. And they were like, "We're gonna have to ask you to blah 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 blah." So they kicked me, my grandma, and my mom out. I never went back.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I mean, everyone's got their own, their own regulation to everything and how they run it. Of course, federally regulated. That's probably what the big issue is there. But yeah, I still wouldn't have gone back either.
Well, I mean, the main reason is, my grandma raised me and everything, so I really care about her a lot. And so I already had 3 security guards on me. I went over to her. I asked them, can we wait till she finishes her money and leave? I'm just standing here. They were like, yeah, that's fine. And then they called 3 more security guards around my grandma, kick her out.
Jesus.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that sounds a little cruel. Not gonna lie.
My mom wound up staying in like another 30 minutes. I think she lost.
Oh, man, I tell you. It was one of the casinos that I actually found. Because the only casinos I've really been to are in my home state. So a lot of them are like I think we actually went to it was like an Aztec casino, something like that. It was themed or it was an Aztec casino. I don't know. But one thing's for sure though, place is huge, and I'm not gonna lie, I have never felt like I was standing in a giant cigarette in my life until that very point. Not that I mind so much, because obviously it's a smoker's casino, but I mean per se, it was. I'm surprised there was no like fog from it,
Oh yeah, most of them are terrible, smoke. But back when we used to live in the same place, I went to the casino over there a few times. I didn't win until my mother-in-law showed up, and then I won like $800. That was pretty nice.
I wouldn't mind going to the casino again. I just need to have like pull funds to the side, specifically like dedicate a certain amount. But of course, though, whenever I try to go do anything of the sort like that, like even anything, like the only thing I can get away with gambling is like this free gambling, like the probably fair odds, because I'm not actually investing any money into it. I can't get away with it otherwise. My wife will go crazy about it.
I got you, man. Mine doesn't mind. She doesn't like to gamble, but that's because her mom and dad go all the time.
Oh, is gambling issues running the family?
Yeah. Doesn't like it. She likes whenever I go and win, but if I lose, she gets really mad. A lot of sense, right?
Did you win? Yeah, I hear you, man. Let's see. I actually gotta check. Significantly on this minor gate thing. Actually, let me see if I could pull up my Monroe wallet here on a free crypto wallet, quick. I kind of want to put this out. So I really enjoy mining cryptocurrency, 100%. I really do. You know, it's not bad, and like I said, I've got even more cards coming up, so it's just gonna get better and better and better and better. But the only issue I have, let me see if this will load real quick. Any minute now. But to cut to the chase, though, the fees for withdrawing or converting or do any of the sort like that is ridiculous. I think, let me pull up my miner gate here. So on my miner right here, I have an unconfirmed balance of this much Monroe right here. So out of all of them, though, however, I'll put it like this. And picture a 2 being right here where this is. So 0.002. That's the fee they charge you for withdrawing or exchanging.
Not too bad.
It's like Monroe Core, that type of thing. And I like to have the online GUI wallets because I want to be able to access to store multiples, you know. So I tried withdrawing or I tried converting it to a different currency, you know, because the first time around, you know, it was unprofitable to me because I wasn't honing in on the cards, the settings on MSI Afterburner properly. So because of that, I was losing out money. I was only making like 40,000 Bitcoin per se every week. But now, of course, the nice hash is kind of no longer profitable to me because of the situation of the new algorithms. Yeah, I'm back to MinerGate now. And
I mean, that's what you got to do as a miner is bounce around to whatever's working. Well, so you're getting a lot of good experience from it too.
Exactly.
Yeah, Alan, are you on CoinPod already?
Yeah, I'm on CoinPod right now too.
Alan, on Facebook, asking how much I have in my CoinPod, so I shared with him how many tokens I have.
Wait, who did?
On Facebook, I'm live streaming on Facebook as well.
Okay, so someone from your Facebook. Okay.
You don't all streamer? Probably smart. To be honest, you probably lose. In gambling, most people, on average, probably lose more than they win.
Yeah, but clearly, you know, a lot of people know this, that when it comes to gambling, the way that people design it, they know that it's designed to give the house an edge. That's how the house profits. That's how they're able to, you know, obviously, you know, continue to profit. With, of course, the marginal statistics of when it turns to jackpots every year or so. And it was at least about, I don't know, 10,000 between about $100,000, somewhere between there. There was an instance, actually, I think you're the one that told me this, actually, that someone won quite a bit, or you did, or someone at one point in their lives, and the casino handed them a tax form so that way they could write it off as a tax expense. Yeah, okay, I thought so. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, and of course, even when you do win, of course, they've got ways to protect themselves, thus continuing to make money, so they can write it off, you know.
Yep. I mean, it's just like any other business, like I was telling you, you know, there's a lot of different things that a company can do that an individual can.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's all because strictly the fact that with coming the license, you know, the license of the business here, when you have that, it almost like, because you're paying in a different tax bracket now, you're paying more taxes, and I think really that's what gives you the company an edge over individuals, is that they actually just pay more taxes. I really think that's all it is, and that's probably why they get, you know, these different kinds of write-offs as compared to, like, you know, let's say I don't know, let's just say that I drew in like maybe like 120,000 annually. And if I try to write off a couple, like as an individual business, not as a what's the word I'm looking for? not as a corporate type of business.
Yeah, not a
you know that.
corporation.
So if I was a mom and pop business and if I tried to write off certain tax expenses, example like certain gas mileage or whatever the case is, I wouldn't get as much of a break compared to corporate. And it's, let's just say in theory we pulled in the same amount, still wouldn't get the same. I would still probably end up getting charged more on that level of tax bracket.
Yep. And the only way to be is to be the big business.
Exactly. Yep, it's true, man. Everyone wants your money. They really do.
There in Germany, how does it work? How are taxes over there? Don't mind telling us. Austria. I am curious. What were you saying, Dusk?
Nothing. I'm actually curious too.
Need to get like wife likes to watch all these Pearl people on Facebook. They all have like that spinning wheel thing when they're giving away prizes and stuff. I want to get one of those. Add it to the live stream.
That'd actually be pretty cool. Like a wheel of prizes or that type of thing. Yep. Picking like one lucky person and they win something. That'd be really cool.
Just won 1 penny worth of Bitcoin.
So check this out. I gotta show you this, okay? So if you're looking at my live stream right now, all right. So this number right here of Monroe I have is 0.02, right? So 0.02, that is the fee they charge you in this wallet right here to transfer out.
The amount you have is what they charge.
Exactly, and this took me about I think about a week and a half to acquire this between 2 graphics cards. I'm definitely gonna tell you that I chose this wallet because look on Minergate right here, and again I'm not roasting them, all right, but let's be honest here for a second, okay? Some more. Okay. No transactions yet because they're still unconfirmed.
How long is it
taking between the two? To confirm the transaction, to get it into your wallet, I think it's less than 24 hours. At least that's the experience I've had. What does it say for? Well, either way, though. But I think it's a little bit ridiculous to do that. I mean, yes, obviously you're gonna pay because clearly you don't see any advertisement here at all. Which, I mean, advertisements would be the quickest way to pay off per view. So that would kind of make sense as to why they have these really high fees.
Yeah.
It's still ridiculous though, and it shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, that's. I don't want, but at the same time, I do want some regulation in crypto.
Yeah, it's a yes and no thing.
I mean, it's just like everything else. It's going to bring some good and some bad to it.
Exactly. But like this amount right here just recently started. Like I'm talking like last night again, and this roughly changed a 1 to a 2. G1060s pull. You guys there?
Yeah, it was cutting out a little bit. All streamers said that they have to pay extra now because of the refugees.
Because of the refugees?
Yeah, you're talking about like
It
the
was
Syria, or I think that's what it was, right? The Syria refugee. Can't remember.
and my broadcast just right on me. Oh well.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened. I didn't spin it.
Yeah, it's all right though.
I think it's still going. Or is it now? It's
No, it's definitely not going. GeForce just notified me saying it's not going now. But anyway, got the graphics card coming. I'm probably gonna attach that to my laptop using that little converter piece for like $30, and I'll probably just try to mine on there. But if I can't, then what I'll end up doing is I'll just see if my phone has that attachment, or if I can get a phone to do it. Because I know in that video that I was watching regarding it, because I was curious on it, they're saying that some phones actually have the same port.
oh wow, really?
Yeah, can you imagine that? Like, just gaming on your phone, just like legit, like graphics cards, like graphics, and just playing like something like Uncharted on your phone.
So that cloud mining thing, the only way you can add stars is by depositing.
Um, yes and no, because I've actually converted some stars. I've converted Satoshi to stars.
How'd you do that?
That is, let
Exchange?
me go. What was it? Let me go into the bot so I can exactly tell you what it is that you got to do. Which, if you guys are curious about this, anyone who watches the live stream, if you guys want the link to it, I'll be sure to put it in the description of my video, and I'll also make sure that Will puts his in too, because definitely
It's another way to
it's a
make
good
a
version.
laptop.
Exactly. I see here. Telegram.
Yeah, all streaming. We're allowed to mine in the challenge. It's not mining right now, because it would
Oh yeah,
way too much on my.
like CPU mining. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got going on my laptop right now. I'm mining like Toshi on my other device. Let me see here. Okay, so you go into Telegram, and you go to let me click
Okay,
because
that was
extra
not
is for
worth it.
what?
I just exchanged 271 Satoshi bars.
Yeah, it's definitely it's kind of a pain in the butt. But I mean that's what I'm saying. It's free though. It's yeah, it's definitely on exchange. You go on exchange and you enter the amount, how much you want to convert. 1 star is equal to 100 Satoshi. And then extra is where you go for your payment. You can set your wallet and of course have a payment order. So yeah, obviously, you know, if you're gonna quickly profit off of the cloud mining thing, you're definitely going to have to put in some money for it. But if you want to profit for free, it's going to take a little bit of time. But as such, per is the normal with crypto. Anything free with crypto, actually, that's kind of how it works. I don't know about this though. Yeah, CoinPot's a little different.
I don't think it has a link, does it?
For what?
Like the CoinPot token link. Is there a link? Mine?
Yes, there is. Let me pull that up right here real quick because you can mine tokens. And then you can click earn more, and then you can copy and paste your referral code. Let me do this actually. Let me hop on your live stream for a sec here. One sec. Okay. Chat is disabled for lunch.
Oh, okay, I see that.
That's... Where is your chat? Oh wait, that's mine. Duh. There we go. Yeah, this is what the link looks like though. And you can find it if you go into your CoinPot, go into CoinPot tokens, click the little drop down, and then click mine tokens. And then if you want to do it on multiple devices, click earn more.
Okay.
But that's roughly what the link should look like.
Yeah, I found it now. I think I'd seen it whenever I was looking.
This is just me speaking on this matter because I've tried mining CoinPot tokens. I notice you don't mine CoinPot tokens as quickly as you mine Litoshi.
So the Litecoin's probably better?
I would say Litecoin mining that is a lot better. Even in comparison to Dogecoin between the two, because Litecoin carries a little more value. You don't mine it as quickly as Dogecoin, but Dogecoin doesn't really carry too much of a value on conversion. I've noticed that if you convert Litoshi, though, to the CoinPot tokens, you end up getting more for it, usually.
Okay.
But then again, everyone's experience may vary.
So is this against the rules? All streamers mining for. How do we feel about
it? No, not really. I mean, it's not against the rules. That's kind of why we got that. That's why this is a challenge, the support system out there, you know?
Oh. All streamer, we need like 100,000 more people like you.
This guy that was going to like different link on the tab and then minimizing it.
Oh my
It's illegal. I think it's illegal. I'm not too sure if it's illegal, but I'm pretty sure it's illegal. But I was laughing so hard because the forum just got so salty about it. It was just like, you know that's illegal, right? And they're like, well, no, I didn't know it was illegal, and that, you know. But I guess this guy was pulling in a ridiculous amount of hash every day. Like, this guy had gone over to like.
You know, that's what people are doing, like at Starbucks and stuff, right? They're setting up fake hotspots, same name, and they're using people's browser to mine Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think that's a evil twin.
Yep,
Is what they call it. Yeah, that's dirty, but that's brilliant, though. You know.
Yep.
I'm not saying to do it again. Don't go do it because you would never catch me doing it. I'm just saying though, don't do it.
The dark side of crypto.
Ah, man.
Today on the dark side of crypto.
Oh my god, that could be a brilliant segment for videos when I do the more editing. Which, by the way, not sure if anyone checked out my other channel. I did post up a video. It was like an intro video. I didn't post it up on YouTube. I posted it up on my my Facebook page. And my god, it just, I can't. There comes a point where I'm watching the video and I'm just like, I'm expecting more. And I keep watching it and then I get bummed out, you know?
Yep. All streamers like that, and you can get all of their account info, steal all their Dogecoins.
Whew, that's a dark idea.
Yeah, I feel you, man, about like whenever you first post something and not getting like. That's what you're saying, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
No,
in terms of the
like when you
no, okay, so I edited this video, right? And I did this a little different because I added a soundtrack to it. Well, actually one from like one of my favorite games. But it fit so well with what was going on. and now I'm just waiting on another friend of mine to send us some footage that would complete it, because he was also there. Like, we had 4 of us recording during that game, and between all of us, it would look so good that way, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like,
okay, so,
with the
so
music.
that's what you're talking about, is just waiting to be able to put out that content that you know is already put some good time into it. You have it ready to go.
Yeah, it's like it's a minute and 49 of content, but it's like I expect something, because the footage, like something about how I did it. I did this differently this time. And I just, like, I'm watching it and I think something else is gonna happen, and then the video cuts out, and then I'm like, okay, that kind of made me a little salty, because I was really hoping to see more. And then I'm just like, I'm sitting here waiting on this footage, and it's like, it's killing me. I mean, killing me great, but it's killing me.
I feel you, man. It's kind of like when I was ready to get started on these live streams. This.
Yeah.
That's how I was feeling, but I find it fun. How are you doing on your electronium?
Well, electronium? Let's see here. I actually have a new wallet balance. Let me double check that real quick here. Let's see. Wallet balance is now. Okay, so it clearly hasn't closed yet, because it definitely went past the amount that what I was supposed to get paid on. Let me see. Yeah, 10.62. So yeah, I'm just waiting on it right now. So my payment hasn't been received, and I'll have about 15, 25. So I'll have about 27 electronium, and then I've got 2 that I'm working on right now, mobile wise.
I'm gonna put the name of it. It's an app you can download for Android. If you want to mine on your phone, if you have a smartphone.
Looking it up, it's crazy how it mines. I think I talked about this 2 days ago, but I'll say it again because it blows my freaking mind. So, when it comes to mining electronium, it doesn't actually use any firmware in your phone. All it does is it calculates how much hash you would be able to produce, and it credits you with how much you would be mining. I don't understand how it works, but it doesn't actually use anything in your phone. And it is legit, because I have seen this. I've never tried an actual transfer, but I know that based on some YouTube videos I've seen of people actually doing it, you can withdraw this electronium to a blockchain account, or if you have a wallet that does it outside of your mobile phone, which it blows my freaking mind. I don't know how it works. Like, it feels like they're just dumping money into your pockets. It's a small
I'm not really sure either.
amount.
I'm not happy you're hey, what's going on? Francisco?
I don't know who that is, but hey, that. Electronium. I really like it. Hey, I don't mind it. I mean, I wish it was a more profitable, per se, but I think, according to every little bit I've seen about electronium is going to be a long-term investment, because supposed value is supposed to reach $100 by 2020, but I don't know how I see that happening. I seen the evidence to back it up. It's probably out there online. I probably just got to look a little bit harder, but I haven't seen any yet. I'm just going to continue to hold on to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. I mean, that would surprise me though.
Please.
But I don't see it happening, to be honest. Not that high. Unless it gets some other kind of value for it.
Because it's worth a penny. I think if you go on Electronium's website, they're constantly updating on what they're doing with partnering and what they're doing with further developing the currency. They're at work. Let me pull it up. Let me read a couple things off of the actual Electronium website. See this.
Wait, pull it up on my computer as well so you can see what it's talking like they.
Let's see. The latest one that I'm is Electronium's recent update fork was a huge success and leaves the path clear for our first 20 million users. We understand that our latest upgrade may have been a bit confusing due to releasing the first in a series of explainer videos. So they're releasing a bunch of videos explaining exactly of what they did change. Hell, I mean, even look at this right here. Instant payment beta vendor application on June 12th. Back in April, we announced that global patent pending status has been secured on our instant cryptocurrency payment process. We're excited to explain a little more about our instant payment process and shared this video, which I'm assuming based on the picture that it's talking about how you can pay with Electronium. Which, let me see. API. The vendor does not get the cryptocurrency system acts as a trust to ensure Electronium or other cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin is sent. Our patent covers Electronium, Bitcoin, and other cryptos. The vendor knows the payment is sent and will make its way to the blockchain. So they can allow instant checkout, and the customer can walk out of the store with their cup of coffee. Yeah, just like Allstreamer was saying. Electronium adopted the same exact thing. Wow. Let's see, let me send. Actually, yeah. Yeah, that's the name of it right there. But yeah, that's that right there. What you're looking at right there, the timeline. That's originally what I was looking at. That I've gathered on.
Okay.
It's not bad, and actually they have quarter goals, which is actually pretty good. So
yeah.
Obviously these guys are legit. They're professional. And any of you guys on the Electronium team that managed to watch this, hats off to you because it's looking really good. Let's see here. Let me send. Actually, let me log in real quick. Storefront and then boats. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm trying. Will, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, he was quiet. It's alright. Now I'm just trying to log into this.
I will say it's a little hard. First setting up all the stuff for Electronium, and afterwards it's really simple. You know, you just click mining, start mining. You can mine with your computer as well. I wouldn't really. It's not profitable, so I wouldn't do it to make money.
Yeah, there's a calculator actually that I looked up. I think with just the hardware I have for one device, I'd only be pulling 5 electronium every day, which roughly every day on my phone I'm pulling about every day, and it's if I leave it on for 24 hours straight. That was one of my big suspicions as to why I would think that the mobile mining farm actually might be better than the GPU, even though they did do a hard fork, which it says on their website, so you can mine with ASIC or you can mine with GPUs.
It's a
But
lot
I
less.
don't know.
It's a lot less profitable. They wanted to keep the profit to the mobile miners because that's what it's designed for, is people that don't have the equipment to mine. Which I mean, I guess a penny might go a long way. Different country.
Yeah, which well, honestly, like I'm considering the long-term value of it right now.
The
So more so
original,
for to say.
sorry, the,
Go
the
ahead, man.
the original thing I was hearing about it was they were designing it to make it so like you'd make enough to pay your phone bill just through mining for an entire month, that kind of thing for some people, or at least
Yeah.
take some of the cost away from them for their phone. But I don't know if that's still their goal, if that's what they promote with, or
Well, truth be heard here, let's go a couple years into the future here. Okay, so let's say that you remember when Bitcoin took off and all the GPU miners like basically, like they started complaining because the products got more expensive because of that simple fact alone. Um, when they realized that hey, people are mining, we can make more money off of them. They need these in order to do that. What you don't think something like that might happen with the phone, do you?
uh it is possible. I mean, if it starts taking off, so Bitcoin started CPU, and then GPU miners came in, which for the most part kicked out a lot of the CPU miners, and then now
Right.
ASICs came in and kicked out a lot of the making it a little less profitable with the GPU. So who knows? It just keeps scaling every time the price goes up, and time somebody finds something different.
Right. And I actually believe there's another counterpart device to ASIC that actually mines incredibly fast, if not actually faster, which is nice. Because I mean, don't get me wrong,
Have you tried
ASIC
mining with
mining
those ones you have?
with the two graphics cards I have.
I thought you had some ASICs.
You're talking about the two
Um,
USB miners.
yeah.
So yeah, I have tried mining with it, and like I said, they pull in about to do is you have to make sure that you find the proper like a command line. You have to find the proper command line terminology that it uses. So that way, it will recognize it, and once it recognizes it, that's when you really start to profit off it. Obviously, though, compared to the Miner S9, these little itty bitty USB devices budge even in comparison to them. But it is a lot better than just mining with nothing. So let's say if you've got yourself just like, oh, I don't know, like a standard, right? And you can plug in these USB devices or even plug in a hub and get a cost is still gonna skyrocket a little bit. It's not, I mean, it will go up a little bit noticeable, but you will be pulling in USB devices. You don't exactly need the processor to get all that data through.
Yeah.
Oh God. I was supposed to go record today, but I decided to change my mind.
Poured some more airsoft, or
Yeah, just out there. But I was like, you know, I've got all this footage to edit right now, and if I can make this look good, you know, then I'll go out and do it, because what I was planning on doing was another sniper video. I really want to do like good sniper video again, because I put one that's already on that channel, and all the kills I got were all quiet. No one found me, and they didn't know where the shot came from every time. It was only 6 kills. Nonetheless, though, it was still pretty good in comparison.
Yeah. I always enjoy watching them. Definitely come a long way from the very beginning.
Oh, because I look at some, like, when I first started, like, you remember the Pixie Fairy from the Fairly Odd Parents?
Yeah.
That was my tone for like the first 2 videos. The first video didn't actually even have any audio to go winning on my microphone, of course, because at the time I was doing some company work, and I was away for a while, and I had to wait to get my hands on it again. And yeah, not gonna lie though, it's a lot better compared to where it was. Let's see. There it is. Okay, wallet balance is updated. Now it's 25.94 electronium.
Nice. Fine. I think it gets a little confused with me having 2 phones going.
What is it? I'm not gonna lie, man. I've been using my wife's phone too to pull in hash as well. I might do the mobile mining farm thing, honestly. Like I was considering it, figuring that if I can only spend $10 a phone, I mean, that's not a bad idea. You know, you can just go on eBay and buy a whole bunch of bulk.
Yeah, like we were talking about. It wouldn't be terrible.
No, not at all.
It'd be nice if you could find something. Like, I think you'd make more on those cash sites, though. You know what I'm talking about? Like, where they play ads and everything else.
That would be a freaking business in itself alone. Can you imagine that, having over 200 phones and just trying to, like, are you still there? Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. Can you imagine how many outlets you would need, though? Oh my god.
Pause this.
152, jeez. Alright. Let's see. 152 tokens. Should I gamble it, or should I try to convert it?
You decide.
Hey, you see, you can't do me. You can't do that. Alright, yeah, forget it.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll try the low profit gamble first. Okay, that's not bad. Hold on a second.
Alright.
My child's banging at the door.
Should be giving us Oh, this one doesn't do the mining bonus. You're awesome, all streamer. Hey, stop it. Not bad at all. Slowly adding up. Gotta wait forever just to claim. So let's do an update. How's everybody doing on their coins? Move this one over. Let's see. Sitting at right now. Slowly adding up over there, all streaming. Interesting. Thank you, all streamer. Oh my goodness. Probably one more claim, and I'm gonna have to end this one a little bit short. Gotta take my wife out again. That way it's not just one day she feels special. Plus, my little girl wants to go to Chuck E. Cheese. What's going on, Dusk?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna claim probably once more.
Willie,
Going on, Dusk?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just making sure. Like, my microphone likes to do its own thing.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Can't you? Okay. All right. I'm done with it. Well, no joke. I was totally about to play my Nintendo Switch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I got it right here. I was totally just gonna say forget it and I'll play it while we were doing this.
Nice.
Yeah. On that note, actually, Mario Odyssey. That's probably gonna be my favorite game so far.
Which one is that?
That's the only game. Super Mario Odyssey.
I haven't played it. Is it good?
It's so good. There's so much to do. Like literally, have you ever had the Switch?
No, I have not.
It's literally like a Wii U, except you could put it in any way you want to. Like, you could put it in a controller format. You can make it like the tablet having the control system attached to it, or you can completely separate it like two Wii controllers. It's really cool. Oh, you can hear it.
Yeah. You hear a lot of woohoo.
It's a fun game. I really like it.
See, that all comes through fine. I don't know what.
Potentially Down syndrome. Microphone.
Done gave it some issues.
What have you done? That is so cool. Where is the hint toad?
So, if
See,
you don't mind, can you give us a quick update on how you're doing?
All right, well, let's see. Okay. So all together, here's how I'm doing. First, I have to put through the little gamble thing real quick here. Oh crap! I just lost like 100+ tokens. Oh well. Anyhow, I'm doing. Let's see. Here's Satoshi, 45,069 Bitcoin Cash Satoshi, 2.43 Doge. I've got 100 and let's see, 11,000 and 88 light Toshi, and then I've got almost 2,000 Dash.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely gotta up my game here shortly. And I gotta get some more people on my side because I don't have anyone on my team right now.
You got one.
Oh, you got one. Got to win. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. You're gonna have to start spreading the word to somebody. I don't know who.
It's time to outsource.
But they're not gonna beat all streamers here. He's my lieutenant.
He said he's your lieutenant?
He's my Lieutenant Dan.
My Lieutenant Dan. That was so much fun. Another one. Oh, snap. What is that? Well, so essentially... What the heck?
Alright, man.
So
anybody else that watches this, I gotta pop off here. I appreciate y'all watching. And we will see you tomorrow.
Alright, I'll catch you later, man.